All right, I'm going to do an example of 9.5. I'm going to do some of the homework number 16. I know you're going to have some questions on that. All right. When we read it, we know that we have a lily, water lily, sticking 8 centimeters. I think it's centimeters. Yeah, 8 centimeters above the water. So from here to here is the ground, right there. We don't know what that is. All right. When we swing the flower down, we know from 90-degree angle from here to here is 40 centimeters. Okay? Now, we know this much, and we're going to pull it down here. When we pull, we have the hypotenuse is c squared. When we pull that flower, the whole thing, stem and flower and everything, goes to the side. That means across from here is the hypotenuse. That is x plus 8. Because it's the flower and everything. From here to here is the flower. From the bottom here, we're going to pull it straight. To here is that piece of extra piece and the x. That's the hypotenuse when we pull it. So we use our Pythagorean theorem now. X squared plus 40 squared equals x plus 8 squared, because the hypotenuse. All right? I'm going to get rid of this piece, so I'll probably have to need the room. All right, so now we have x squared plus 16 equals x squared plus 16 squared plus 64. All right? This is what all this equals. So now we have to get all of our terms to one side. All right? So we subtract a negative x squared, subtract x squared, and we have 1600 equals, that's supposed to be 16x, not 16 squared, equals 16x plus 64 minus 64 minus 64 is 1536 equals 16x. Right? So now we divide by 16. Answer is 96. Too easy. I know once you read it and stuff like that, it's a little confusing. It confused me for a little bit. All right? But remember, you just got to think. And then, because when you pull all this down, it's going to stretch this whole piece. All right? And then you just do your math. Any questions on that? All right. All right, number 15. All right. Now, we have a large equilateral triangle with one side is 12. If that side is 12, okay, so we have this as 12. All right. If we divide that in half, with this one, this is going to be 90, and this is going to be 30. Oh no, right. This is going to be 30. This is going to be 90 down here. Just this square right there. Let's pull that out. Make it less confusing. Here, so this is 90, this is 30, and this is 12. There. How's that? Okay. So, what's this base going to be? Across from 90 on a 30, 60, 90, we have x times the square root of 3. Oh, nope, across from 90 is 2x, sorry, equals 12. So x equals 6. So, across from the 60, the length of this is what we're looking for, right? So, now this is where I use the one that I was doing. X times the square root of 3. We know x is 6 times the square root of 3. Equals 10.39. We're not done yet. Okay. Now where was it? Oh yeah. Now, if you notice, these are all altitudes. When the altitudes, I'll cut them in half. It goes 2/3, and this is 1/3. This is 2/3, and this is 1/3. Okay? So now, 1/3. So this is 10.39. From here to here is 10.39. Now we got times that by this 1/3. Okay? Because we're only looking for this x right here. Right? We better change that to an s. To an s. To an s. So we don't get fused. Because we're looking for x. Alright? So now x equals this whole line times 1/3 equals 3.5 is our answer. Or in radical form is number 15. It's one or the other. Okay? Remember, this is an equilateral triangle, right? All sides are the same. This is 60, 60, 60. Oh, that should be a 60. Alright, so when we cut it right down the middle with this x, with the altitude, that makes it a 60, 90, 30. 30, 60, 90. 30, 60, 90 triangle. All we did was pull that piece out right there. Alright? Now, we're looking for just that small piece. Alright? So we got first find the whole length, which we took 12. 12s divided by 12 is 6. Right? So x, or s, equals 6. So if s equals 6, we just plug it in. 6 times square root of 3 is 10.39. The whole length of this is 10.39. All right. So now, after we do what I was doing when I did my calculation on the calculator, we just want this piece here, and that goes into one of our theorems. This is 1/3, 2/3. I mean 2/3, 1/3, 2/3, 1/3. All right. So now, after we do that, we go x equals, because we're just looking for this little piece, 10.39 times 1/3 is 3/5. All right. And in radical form is 6 over square root of 3. And now when you do y, it's the same thing, but if you notice y, it's going to be 2/3. All right, that's it.